Hey, I'm Joel with Power Stance Import Export, and thanks for checking this video out. This vehicle is for sale. Unless the description in the video says sold, it is available today. Any questions about this vehicle or any of our other vehicles, you can call me directly at the number listed above, or you can find us online at powerstanceimport.com, Facebook, Instagram, and this YouTube channel at Power Stance Import Export. We're a licensed used car dealer located right here in Oxford, Michigan, and we specialize in Land Rover Defenders. Thanks for watching. Hey folks, and up for sale today I've got a beauty of a pickup truck. This is a 1998 Land Rover Defender 110 pickup with the 300 TDI, and this is a right-hand drive UK import. It's now located here in Michigan and comes with a clean, clear Michigan title. So let me walk you around the vehicle. I'll show you the inside, the outside, the underside, and we'll also take it for a test ride as well. So starting off here in the front, we've got a beautiful ARB Australian built front bumper with winch capability. No winch mounted yet, but you can get a winch on there very easily. It's got an aftermarket front grille, very neat looking, and you can see that radiator and intercooler is looking pretty good from here. We do have checker plate on the front wings, and this is a special vehicles build, which is kind of nice. So this actually was built for a company or built for the military or the government at one point, but now in civilian use. And this is the 300 TDI. Some silicone intercooler pipes, coolant hoses, all look good. We do have a EGR temp or exhaust gas temp sensor. There's your alternator. I see a new gasket here on the water pump. Intake side of the motor looks nice and dry. And there's the original paint there on the bulkhead. Very good original condition. And this is Alpine white. Footwells look beautiful. This is a very clean vehicle. This is the original bulkhead corners. These have not been repaired. Stainless steel pins on the hinges. Vents look great. Windscreen seal looks great. Now I believe this vehicle has been repainted. But you can tell they did a great job. There's no overspray on any of the seals, so they took this vehicle apart to paint it, and it looks fantastic. It's a pretty good paint job. All right, stock wheel flares, snow cowl, so that if it does snow, it doesn't go right into your heat intake, which is nice. Fuel injection pump there, that's looking good. Couple aftermarket wires here for some gauges up front, and we'll show you those later. But yeah, stock stickers, factory stickers on the bulkhead, that's a good sign. Very clean looking footwells. Very solid vehicle. All right, we do have a nice, beautiful set of Cooper Discoverer STT Pros, and these are 265, so a little bit wider than the 235s. But still a 32-inch tire. Snorkel, and we do have these series style doors which have almost zero moving parts on them, so they have this really satisfying clunk when you shut them. So they've got these sliding windows here which lock right here, and then this is your door handle. So pretty basic doors, rust free, in beautiful condition. Moving along here, cappings are in great shape. Now it does have this Rhino liner or Raptor liner on the cappings and in the bed. So they did black bed liner, and you got this toolbox here, and then they did a white bed liner here, which is kind of cool to match it to the paint. All the window seals are in great shape. Sliding rear middle window as well. And again, all the seals have not been painted. No tape marks or anything like that around the windows. So a real good paint job. Moving along here to the back. Gorgeous chassis. Take a look at this chassis. Beautiful shape. No cuts or welds or repairs. And we'll get underneath the vehicle later, but there's a quick look at that. Again, 16-inch steel wheels. These corners have been replaced, so those are new. Tiny different shade of white, more of a cream than the Alpine white, but pretty close. Lights and signals all stock. And in the back here we've got this swing away spare tire carrier. So I think to move it, all you gotta do is pull up this little pin here, I believe. Does it move? It's hard to do with one hand. Come on, baby. There we go. And then it just kind of clicks in place and holds there. Rear cross member, beautiful shape. No hitch on this, but you can order one. You got 5 different positions here. Beautiful looking rear cross member, stainless steel hardware. Hinge pins, stainless as well. So a beautiful looking tailgate, no dents here. Nice looking signals and lights. No dents or anything in the rear, and all the spot welds are in place. So this panel is original with no filler. It does have a nice little storage cubby here on the side. And again, same story on the passenger side. Beautiful doors, no rust, beautiful shape. This is aftermarket carpet here on the seat box. Vinyl floor mats. Actually, this is all one piece. Looks like the tonneau cover there. And then these are aftermarket vinyl seat covers in beautiful shape. Dashboard has a couple aftermarket options here. This is what are these gauges here? Turbo, boost, and then one is a RPM, and then this is your EGR, your exhaust temp. These switches are not hooked up to anything at the moment. And then you've got this full double DIN option there for a touchscreen or something like that. Headliners aftermarket in beautiful shape. We are missing the dome light, unfortunately, but all in all, she's a real beaut. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. There's a good look at the bonnet as well from the inside. Tiny little bit of rust here, but that is it for rust. It's a pretty solid truck. There's your front outriggers. There's your floorboards. Beautiful shape. Okay, so we do have 150,000 miles on the odometer, and this is the 300 TDI. You can hear the heat. Fan is blowing nice and strong. Fires up. Gauges are working. Okay, again, we've got oil pressure, turbo PSI, exhaust temps, and then RPMs. I don't think the RPM is working. It's stuck at 5,000, but we can get that working. All right. Oil. Pressure, and no smoke out of the tailpipe. All right, so let's get underneath it and then we'll take it for a test ride. Okay, so starting off here in the rear, not only is this truck clean on the outside, but also on the underside as well. Beautiful new set of shocks and springs, brake calipers, discs looking real good and healthy. New rear A-arm bushing, ball joint, rear end, rear axle, looking nice and clean. Shocks and springs as well on both sides. And then here's a good look at your rear cross member. Beautiful shape. No rust or repairs needed. Looking real good. Okay, here we are on the driver's side. This is the rear axle. Here's a good look at your new Terra Firma shocks and springs. There's the shock mounts on the chassis, looking very clean. Drive shaft, no leaking out of the pinion seal. Bottom of the chassis looks great. There's your middle outriggers, beautiful shape. Toolbox looks good. And here's your transfer case. Actually, see a decal there. That's the 1.4 ratio. This transfer case is looking real clean. There's your exhaust pipe. Beautiful shape. No muffler. No silencer either. So this is a straight through exhaust, which gives it that nice little rumble. Okay, and here we are on the passenger side. There's the front outrigger. Front radius arm bushings look great. There's your battery box, and that to me looks like factory paint on there, which is a miracle that this thing is just barely starting to rust. So this vehicle has been kept very clean to have a battery box with factory paint on it. That's really cool. Middle outrigger is great. Bushings looking good. Here's your rear shocks. Parking brake, transfer case, and the front axle. All right, and up front here, swivel seals look great. There's a new drop arm for your steering. Terra Firma steering dampener. There's a new Pitman arm, I think that's what that's called. Tie rod in or whatever. Tie rod ball joint, that's new. Swivel seals on the passenger side look great. Sway bar end links, those are new. There's no sway bar in the rear, but there is one up front to give your steering a little bit more tightness. Bottom of the oil pan looks great, no leaks there. Front axle has this skid plate, which is nice. Front axle looks nice and dry as well. Very clean looking underside. Beautiful chassis. Okay folks, so let's take this beauty for a ride down the road. First, before I do that, I just want to go over a bunch of great things about this vehicle. All right, starting with the beautiful set of tires. Also, it's got a matching full-size spare tire, and you know you've made it when you've got mud terrains on your truck and your spare tire is also a matching mud terrain. The chassis is mint. The suspension, all new, handles the bumps like butter. You've got the aftermarket exhaust. You got this awesome ARB front bumper. It does have its quirks though. There's a couple little things like this aftermarket steering wheel does not self-cancel out the turn signal, which is a little bit annoying. The RPM gauge isn't working. The oil pressure gauge is intermittent. It does work, and when it was working, it was at 30 pounds of oil pressure, which is exactly where you want to be. Missing the dome light, and it does have a little clunk in the gear changes. The ball joint is new in the rear, so that only leaves two culprits, either the universal joints or the drive flanges on the tires, which are both cheap, easy to replace parts. But other than that, she drives mint, and this is the lightest clutch pedal I have ever experienced in my life. I've experienced more resistance on a motorcycle clutch. I thought it was broken when I first pressed it in, but it's that easy to use. Clutch pedal is super easy. Everything else works great. Engine runs great. Beautiful paint job. Beautiful chassis again. Just a gorgeous truck. But just a couple little things that I wanted to mention. Other than that, it's an absolute beauty. The exhaust sounds great. There's first gear, second gear. And this road has a bunch of bumps on it, and all the bumps feel super solid on the suspension. Third gear uphill, and you can hear the turbo whistle, which is awesome. There's fourth gear, and cruising at 40-45 miles an hour. And fifth gear. So cruises nicely. Temperature's hanging out right there at the middle. We only got up 2 pounds of boost right now. Exhaust temps are at about 300 degrees. Once they get above 700, that's when you got to worry. But sitting nice and cool. Handles the road like an absolute champ. All right, so once we get around this corner here, let's get on the brakes. All right, there's the brakes. Nice and smooth, no pulling left or right. no vibrations in the brakes. Absolute butter. Let's go through the gears one more time. Yes, all the way up to 40 miles an hour in second gear. That's 55 miles an hour in third gear, 60 in third gear. All right. There's fourth gear and fifth gear. And again, that front control arm, the front sway bar, gives the steering up front a nice tight feel. And she runs absolutely mint. All right, well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Any questions, leave us a comment, give me a call, send me a message. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching.